Alright, boys and girls, ladies and germs, I'm going to give you a video update on the diesel tractor. However, I do not by that mean that in this video you will see the diesel tractor. Allow me to explain. So this whole power steering pump thing is really kicking our butts, and I really wanted to have a shaft-driven transmission on this thing. And so basically, I came across something and picked it up today that is going to help kill those, I'll take care of both of those issues. And that is this. This is an Ariens GT18 garden tractor. And the cool thing about it is that it has this, which is a Sunstrand shaft-driven hydrostatic transmission, and it also has this nifty hydraulic lift. And what that means for what I'm doing is that you know, a hydraulic lift and a power steering cylinder really aren't that different, and this transmission, if it fits, is going to power the diesel tractor. So now, why else did I pick this up? Well, I want to be able to use the diesel tractor in the wintertime to do stuff, and I really wanted to put a snowblower on it, but there's no current way at this time to put a snowblower on it. So this tractor, and sorry for the bad lighting, came with a 48-inch, that's right, a 4-foot 2-stage snowblower attachment. Now, in the 60s and 70s and the 80s, nobody except for Ariens and Gravely, which would soon become sister companies, was building a 2-stage snowblower. And if you guys do some looking around, you'll see that these things frickin' throw snow, you know, upwards of about 40 feet or so. The other cool thing is that, you know, working at an Ariens dealership, I can get all the parts and bearings and seals and things for it. And this one looks to be in pretty good nick, all things considered. You know, a lot of paint still left on the augers, a lot of paint still on the impeller, obviously a lot of paint here on the housing. So this is not going to replace the Haben single stage that I have. It's just going to complement it. You know, that Haben's probably going to wind up on an SS16 or something like that. But this is just a whole nother animal. So that engine, or that snowblower rather, is going to get powered one of two ways. I gotta turn the shooting the other way. So it's either, the easiest thing to do, I think, would be to take this 18 horsepower Kohler and run it via belt right off of that. The only thing with that is that it would require, you know, obviously mounting the engine somewhere, making it all work, which, because of the physical size of the engine, might prove to be more trouble than it's worth. The other thing that's possible is that cool thing with this tractor is that it has a rear PTO shaft, or a power takeoff. So what's possible, and I have to do more homework before I say whether or not it is that we might be able to just run the snowblower right off the PTO shaft, which would be pretty cool. I do need to learn a little bit more just about how this thing operates, because you have a PTO on and off here, which is for your front and your mid PTO, and then in order to use the rear PTO, you have to pull this button. So it's like there's another clutch on it. So there would obviously be some wiring involved in making that work, but we can always cross that bridge when we come to it. So right here, this is the guts of it, and the issue that I'm a little bit concerned with is the height of the transmission relative to what the Sears transmission is. But as you can see, There's a drive shaft right there. Here's your fluid in and fluid out going in the hydraulic control valve. So this thing is pretty well set up for what I'm doing, and it also has what looks like a side access transmission control valve. Yep, right there. So that's going to make it a heck of a lot easier for us to put a pedal or some other kind of speed control on the diesel there. So this thing, in all likelihood, is going to get pretty well cannibalized, but that's just the way it goes. And but I'm hoping we can put the motor, the tranny, and the snowblower to good use. I really only bought this thing because of the snowblower. You know, at first I wanted the guy to try and separate them, but he wouldn't, and I think he was asking a very fair price for everything. So I just took it the way it was. Paid $4.50 for it. It runs. I'll put a clip of that in here in a second. I think it's worth, you know, I think the snowblower is worth most of that, to be honest with you. You know, and then everything else here is going to be extremely valuable for what we're trying to accomplish. So we got 2 weeks until Zagray, which means we got 2 weeks to put this tranny in, and I think we'll be able to do it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll throw a clip here of it running, show the snowblower a little bit, and we'll keep you posted until next time.